Good evening, everybody. Hi, Christina. Hi, Cheyenne. Hope all is well with you, my darling. Hope we're all having a good day and staying safe in this heat, staying hydrated. I don't know what's going on with my hair today. You'll have to excuse it. It seems to be wanting to poke out the side of my head for some reason. Hi, Claire. Hope you're well. Hi, Lacey. Hi, Marianne. Hope you're all well. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Having a healing day, that sounds peaceful. Hi, Kelly. Today I'm going to be using my postcard cards. There they are, look. Just for quickness and for clarity. This will give more detail into what it is that the world wants, that the universe wants you to know today. I can well imagine. It is very hot today, Kelly. Very hot. I've been struggling today. Oh dear. Oh, thank you, Christina. That's a lovely thing to say. Evening, Linda. Hope you're well. Wait for a few of you to come on, and then I'll start doing my readings. In fact, we'll have Christina first. Okay, Christina, let's see what the universe has to say to you today. Card for Christina, please. Oh, that one's sticking out. Let's have a look. What's it say? This says celebrate life. Celebrate life, Christina. I do feel at the moment that you're feeling a little bit uncertain about things at the moment. Things are going quite quickly. I feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place because the way that you're used to doing things isn't quite working for you at the moment. So I want to say let go of the past, let go of the familiar, step out of your comfort zone, and make room for new things coming in, because I do feel that there is new things coming in for you, Christina. So very true. Thank you for that thank you for that confirmation. Hi, Katie. Hi, Casey. Hi, Chris. Hi, Angie. Hi, everybody that's just joined. I want to say meditation and self-care is important for you right now at the moment. I know you've just said you've had a healing today, which is good, but you need to take more time for that. And I want to say have more faith in the universe and what it provides. I feel like you've lost a little bit of faith at the moment. But in order to do that, you have to be brave and step out of your comfort zone, okay, my darling? You have to leave the old ways behind and start with the new. Find a different way of doing things. Find a more creative way of doing things. Because until you do that, you're not going to be able to reignite some of the motivation that you've lost. All right, my darling? So step out of your comfort zone and make way for new possibilities coming in, okay? And grab hold of them. It might be scary, but you're just going to have to be brave and grab hold of them opportunities with both hands. All right, my darling, you are more than capable of getting out of your comfort zone. You've just got to be brave, okay? Because the old ways don't work anymore. And it'll stop you from feeling overwhelmed and stop you from feeling like you're stuck in a rut. If you feel stuck in a rut, change the way you do things. It's the only way to get things moving forward is change. It's the only thing that we have the capacity to rely on is the capacity for things to change. Okay, my darling, I hope that helps you. You're very welcome. Bless your heart. I know how that feels. I have a hard time getting out of my comfort zones too. But progress can't be made until you do, my sweet. Katie Jackson. Jackman, even. Katie Jackman. You can't give up. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. You can feel bad. You can feel sad. You can have what I call a self-sulk days. You have the right to acknowledge your feelings, but don't ever quit. Don't ever give up. Let's see what the card has for you, Katie Jackman. Okay, let's see if we can cheer you up a little bit, my sweetheart. I do feel sadness with you. I do feel overwhelmed with you. And again, like the last lady, I do feel like you're stuck in a rut at the moment and you're not sure which way to maneuver to get out of the situation that you're in or to get out of the emotions that are dragging you down. Oh, bless your heart. Yeah, I know you're trying, my darling. Let's see what the cards have to say. Card for Katie, please. Card for Katie. I feel a lot of it is overthinking and anxiety with you, Katie. Would you understand that? I feel like the overthinking is causing the anxiety, and then the anxiety is causing the overthinking. It's like a vicious circle. Yes, you understand that. Thank you for that confirmation. And I do feel like you take on board too much of what other people's judgments are about yourself as well. If people are criticizing you, you tend to take it on board wholeheartedly. It's like you wear your heart on your sleeve, which isn't always a bad thing. But if it's bringing you down and making you feel like you're not capable of doing anything right or doing anything at all, then it's not such a good thing, is it? So you need to stop listening to other people's opinions and start sitting in your own power and just saying to these people, look, I appreciate your advice, I appreciate your help, but I'm going to do what's right for me, and that's it. You'll either support me or you won't. And if you won't, that's fine. And if you want to support me, that's fine too. Okay. This says, I can't even read it because it's in italics and fancy writing. I can't read it properly. Let me have a look. Turn my phone right on. Give me a second. Right, I think it says you need lots of love. Something about lots of love, anyway. Don't know if you can see that there. You need lots of love. Just let me turn my light off. No, I'll leave it on. Okay, let's see what this says for you. Yeah, it's just repeating what I've said about you feeling lost and about you being unhappy and feeling confused about things. Don't have a plan, I want to say. Don't have a plan. Oh, bless your heart. You're not broken, darling. Nobody has the power to break you. Remember that. You need to sort of wake yourself up and start again, if that makes sense. You need to get rid of the negativity. You need to get rid of the people that are dragging you down. And you need to try and get make sense of all these thoughts that are going around in your head. So again, it's about meditating, it's about calming yourself down, it's about not overthinking, which is easier said than done, I know. But what I want you to do from tomorrow morning, when you wake up, you say, today is going to be a good day. Today I'm going to love myself. I am worth more than people give me credit for. You start saying that as a mantra every day, your spirits will soon lift, my darling, okay? You've got to take responsibility for your own happiness. Nobody can make you happy apart from you, okay? Nothing will make you happy apart from yourself. So you have to start getting into the habit of positive thinking towards yourself. Positive, what's the word? Affirmations. Give yourself positive affirmations every day, even if you've just managed to get up and watch telly in the day as opposed to staying in bed all day. Give yourself praise for that. If you've managed to get up and get dressed, give yourself praise for that. You might not have gone for a long walk, but you might have managed to sit out in the front garden by the gate. Give yourself praise for that. It's all about self-love, self-praise, and trying to pick yourself up, okay, my darling? But also be gentle with yourself as well, because you need to adjust. But you've got the love of spirit with you as well. You don't know how to pick yourself up. Start with positive affirmations. How I started with mine, I started saying, today is going to be a good day. Today I am worthy of love. That's how I started. And you'd be surprised how the universe gives that back to you, but you have to believe it. Say it in the mirror to yourself until you believe it. When you go to bed at night, think of one thing, even if it's one thing in a negative day that's a positive. Give yourself praise for that positive. What have I done today that's been positive? Did I handle a situation as well as I could have? Yeah, that kind of thing. All right, my darling, it's just a case of picking yourself up, giving yourself that beautiful affirmations every day, making yourself feel that you are worthy. And then once you start feeling that worthiness, that will spread out to other people. Okay? You keep getting pulled back down, darling, because you're listening too much to other people's opinions. Okay, my love, that's what you've not got to do. You've not got to listen to other people's opinions, because it's your life and your life is nobody else's business. All right, my sweetheart. So try that. Keep on the positive. Give yourself positive. If somebody tries to put you down, counteract it with a positive affirmation. If somebody says, you know what, I don't think you're doing that right, then you say to yourself, well, they might not think I'm doing it right, but I'm doing it what's right for me. That is a positive affirmation. Doesn't matter what other people think or how other people would do things. It's how you would do things that matter. And if it feels right to you, then you do it for you. And again, with the last lady, just say, well, thank you for your advice. Thank you for your honesty, but I really don't need it. I know what I'm doing. Thank you very much. You'll either support me or you won't. That's it. Okay, you're very welcome. Yeah, keep trying, my darling. It takes time. It's not going to be an overnight job. It does take a lot of time, but it will work. It will work eventually, I promise you. And then you'll have a beautiful life ahead, because what you give out, the universe will give back. So you give out positivity, the universe will give back positivity. You give out negativity, the universe gives negativity, because the universe can't tell the difference between the negative and the positive. So whatever you put out is what you get in. So if you're feeling low and down and depressed, and you're listening to all these criticisms and you're believing these criticisms of yourself, that's what the universe will give you. Whereas if you start giving yourself the positive affirmations and you start believing in them positive affirmations, the universe will start giving you positive back. All right, my darling, that makes sense. Good. I'm glad it does, and I hope that helps you. Good luck. Let me know how you get on, my sweetheart. Like I say, it's not going to be an overnight job. It can take weeks sometimes. So be gentle with yourself. Don't put pressure on yourself. Take each day as it comes. All right, my darling? Oh, we're all our worst enemies, Katie. We are all our worst enemies. Anyone will tell you that. We are our own worst critics sometimes. Hi, Mina. Hi, Kristen. Two Christines. One Kristen, one Kristen. Hi to the two Kristens. Hi, Jemmy. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Alison. Hi, Melissa. Hope you're well. Okay, let's see. Hi, Patricia. Oh, Maureen. Let's see who's next. Hi, Penny. Good morning to you. I'm guessing you're in America with you saying good morning. Don't have to be psychic to work that out. Hi, Sean. Hi, Christine. Another Christine. Okay, let's have a look. Sweetheart. Marianne Harris. So you're having trouble with bad neighbours. Okay, let's have a look, see what the cards say to that. Oh, you're in New Zealand, Penny. I do apologise. Well, definitely. Very good morning to you then. Hi, Joanne. Hope you're well. Hi, Nettie. Hi, Lisa. Okay, Marianne, let's have a look, see if we can get to the bottom of this with your neighbours. I do feel there's been a lot of interference, a lot of people sticking their noses in where it's not wanted. I do feel there's been an element of too much tit for tat going on with you and the neighbours. You want to do one thing, so they can do better. I'm hearing that song. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. It's that kind of thing that I'm feeling going on. It's almost like petty arguments that your neighbours are causing. But I want to say it's got quite nasty. Would you understand that? It's got quite I don't feel it's got violent yet, but I feel that's what it's leading up to. I feel there's been a lot of accusations being thrown about as well. Have a look. What does this one say? With love. Right. This says with love on the bottom. So this is your message from Spirit. You are a manifesting master. So basically, anything that you want has got violent. My husband got that. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Right, according to this, you are very good at manifesting, my darling. Okay, you may not know it yet, but whatever it is that you need and whatever it is you want will come to fruition. You've just got to keep putting it out there to the universe and asking your angels for the help, which I do know that you're already doing. Have faith and be open to the many ways in which you will experience prosperity. Spirit is the source of your supply. Oh gosh, that's terrible, Marianne. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, you've got to manifest some help with this. I don't know if you've been if the police are involved, I'm going to assume that they are, and I'd maybe get the local county council involved, see if you can get them involved that way. Make sure you keep a diary of everything that happens. And the important thing is, do not retaliate, because again, it's about putting it out there to the universe. What you give out, you get back. So there is a court case. That's fantastic. So at least you're going to get some sort of justice. So manifest the truth, manifest that justice for yourself, because you are enough and you have the abundance of the manifestation, and you can imagine anything consistently as truth. You can and will create it. Okay, so whatever you want to happen, manifest it in your own mind, put it out there to the universe, keep asking your angels, and they will come down and help you with it, and hopefully it'll sort itself out. I'm not going to say which way the court case I feel it's going to go, because that would be wrong of me. I'm not a lawyer or a barrister or anything like that. I do feel whichever way you want it to go, if you manifest it hard enough, it could and should go your way. Okay, my darling? Keep believing and then seeing what happens. All right, but you're on the right path. You're doing everything right now that you can to get the result that you want. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing, keep manifesting, keep putting it out there to the universe. Stay on the path. Don't retaliate. Don't do anything that's going to harm your defense, if you like. All right, my darling? I hope that helps you, but things will come to an end very soon, I feel. And I hope that helps you. Let's have a look. Who else have we got? If you would like a message, please pop your name up. Keith, hello, my darling. Let's come to you. As soon as your name popped up, it popped out in big letters for me. You can have a reading from me, my lovely. Oh, and we've got a flyer. Let's have a look. What does this one say? This one says, take flight. So, my dear Keith, just straighten my cards up because they've gone all a bit skewy. There we go. Right, so Keith, for you, I want to say to you, there's a situation going on with you at the moment that's causing a bit of friction. And what I want to say to you is, there's always one side, more than one side to an argument. Okay? I always say there's three sides to an argument. You've got one person's point of view, the other person's point of view, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. Sorry, I just needed a drink. So what I want to say to you is, look at it from your perspective, listen to the other person's perspective, and then somewhere in the middle, figure out what's the truth. Okay, my darling? Find some common ground. I think the problem with this situation is there is no common ground at the moment. There's no compromise. And I feel with this situation, it's not about who's right or wrong. It's about knowing how to reach a compromise. So if you can reach a compromise, I hope this is making sense with you, my darling. Sometimes it's not always a case of who's right or wrong. Sometimes it's a case of just people seeing things in a different way. There's a technique in literature called defamiliarization. It's used a lot in poetry. They take a subject matter and they mix it with certain words and certain imagery to be able to drive the point forward. And I feel this is what needs to be done. You need to see the differences in the middle, but not look at the differences, look at the similarities, and you can say, well, okay, I don't necessarily agree with that, but I can see where you're coming from. Or you can say, I agree with that. However, if you look at it from this point of view, it doesn't quite work. Do you get what I'm saying? So remain open to others' points of view. And you can learn from other people doing that as well. I want to say this is a learning lesson for you. So yeah, so just be wary of not digging your heels and not being stubborn, because I do feel you're quite a stubborn character. Let me know if that makes sense, and I don't mean that in any way, shape or form disrespectful, but I do feel you are quite a stubborn character, and when you dig your heels in, you really dig your heels in. I almost get like a Taurian energy with you. I don't know if you are a Taurus. Doesn't matter if you're not, but I get that sense of stubbornness from you, and I get that sense of once you've got your mindset, that's it. There's no shifting you. And it is like shifting a stubborn ball. I know I'm a Taurus. But like I said, it's not about being right. It's about compromising. It's about learning how to see other people's point of view, even if you don't agree with them. Okay? And I hope that helps you. That was a nice quick one. Let's see who's next. You're subbing, you're a Libra. Oh, okay, yeah, my mum's a Libra. So you definitely have to be right all the time, don't you, Mr. Keith? Yes, that explains it. So get rid of that Libran stubbornness and that need to be right, okay? It's not a weakness if you're not right about something, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're wrong either. Okay, so this situation, it doesn't mean you're right, but it doesn't mean you're wrong either. It's about reaching that compromise, my darling. Okay, it's about finding them differences and embracing the similarities as well, and agreeing to disagree. Jamie, let's have a look. Oh, hang on. Penny, I'm gonna come to Penny first. Sorry, Jamie, I'll come to you after Penny. Oops. Let's have a look at Penny. How can I fix my relationship with my sister? We are both set in our ways, but I feel like she hates me. She's offside with many family members. So it sounds to me, Penny, and this isn't coming from a psychic or spiritual point of view. This is coming just from my own personal opinion. I would say that if your sister is offside with many family members, then there's something that she's doing, or there's something about her attitude that needs to change. So it's not just a problem with you, it's a problem with other members of the family as well. So what you've got to work out is, why is she lashing out? I don't think it's a case of she hates you. She might hate the fact that you're maybe better positioned than she is in the world, as in, you've maybe got a good job, a good house, a good relationship, and she has none of that. And sometimes it's a very fine line between getting what you want and wanting what everybody else has. So let's see what the cards say about it, shall we? So please. Card for Penny and her sister. I do feel there's a little bit of immaturity going on, not necessarily with you, but with her. So I do feel her ways of thinking, I feel like she's, without being disrespectful, I feel like she's kind of acting like a spoiled little teenager, if that makes sense. Let me know if it does, Penny, please. And your card is with love. Yeah. Selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living right now. Generosity is being asked of you. Let go of a debt and release an obligation. So that tells me, Penny, that there's something going on that she keeps throwing back in your face, that you're having to apologize for, that you're having to keep saying, thank you for she's always been the dominant person. Well, maybe it's time to change that. Why has she been the dominant person? It's because people have allowed her to be the dominant person, okay? So you have to keep the door open for her, keep being patient with her, try to be understanding, ask her what the problem is. Why has she got a problem with you? And then talk it through, because unless you know what the problem is, you can't do anything to fix it. Um, but do it in a kind way, do it in a patient way, do it in a loving way, do it from a good place in the heart. So look, I don't want you to tell me because I want to have a go at you or because I want things thrown back at you. I genuinely want to know so we can become closer as sisters, because I don't want to be separated from you. We're supposed to be bonded, and kind of put it like that. Um, you may need some outside help for it, but you have to receive to you have to give to be able to receive, if that makes sense. Um, so once you give out the attempt of understanding the attempt to smooth things over with her, she may be willing to compromise and smooth things over with you. So it's all about not doing the tit for tat thing. He said, she said, she said, he said. Not doing the, well, you did this and you hurt me by doing that, I and then her saying, well, you hurt me by doing this and you hurt me by doing that. Stop the blame game. She's very difficult to talk, and what you said is exactly what I want to do. Well, then do it, Penny. Absolutely go and do it, but make sure you do it. Make sure you stick to the facts. Don't let it turn into an argument. Do it from a place of love. Okay, make sure she understands that it's coming from a place of love, because then she won't feel ganged up on, and then she won't feel restricted to being defensive, because by the sounds of it, she's going on the attack and being attacking you to be defensive. Whereas if she feels that you're not attacking her, she doesn't have to go on the defensive, but it's just going to take time and it's going to take patience. All right, my darling, I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. Let's see who's next. Now, can you put Living That on for me, please? Thank you. Okay, let's see who's next. Mina, I'm sure I've seen you on here before. You're very welcome, Penny. Who did I say was going to next? Jemmy. Where's Jemmy? Let's have a look at you, my lovely. God, my son is going through some rough times. Is there any messages or guidance for him? Let's have a look, Jemmy. Oh, oh, there we go. We've had two fall out, but I will take the top one. Okay, and that says, love your dreams, live your dreams. And it's got a little cupid on it, look. Live your dreams. So I feel like, my darling, that you're having troubles for your son, he doesn't let people get close to him too easily. Would you understand that? He has to let people get to know him before people can understand how to help him. And at the moment, I feel like he's pushing everybody away. Would that make sense? Um, he doesn't like being vulnerable. He doesn't like being exposed. He doesn't like talking about his emotions. But again, in order for people to help him, he's got to open up. So I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosing, but I'm thinking maybe some counselling might be in order, either some CBT or if there's something going on, maybe some sort of talking therapy definitely is needed. Um, he needs to learn to let go, and he needs to have a friendship clear out as well. I do feel there's some friends around him that are influencing him, and not in a good way. So he needs to get rid of that friendship group and try and make new friends that are going to be positive for him, that are going to support him, that aren't going to judge him for being emotional or wanting to get close to people. Because I feel like it's kind of a bravado thing with him at the moment. Sorry for drinking so much, people. I don't normally on camera. I think my diabetes is playing up. Um, he moved away from some people the weekend. Well, that's good. That's good that he's already making them changes. He definitely needs a new friendship. Um, he definitely needs a new friendship circle to be able to bring himself out of his shell a little bit more. So he's obviously realizing that and making them changes himself. So that tells me that he's slowly getting better, my darling, okay? So I wouldn't whittle and worry about him. He will work out that life is about sharing it with other people, and it's about being happier when you're happy at being oneself, if that makes sense. So whatever troubles he's going through at the moment, my darling, they will get better. You've just got to give him time to figure it out. It's something he's got to figure it out for himself, okay, my lovely? So I wouldn't worry too much about him. Just keep an eye on him, and again, maybe some counselling might help. So about the way he feels about himself, maybe. Um, Maybe look into that, go to your GP and have an answer and see if you can get him referred to some sort of counselling to see if there's anything that can help there. That's if he's willing to go. If he's not, don't force it. All right, my love. I hope that helps for you, my darling. Let's have a look. I did see. Did I see Jeremy on here? His name popped up. Aha, Jeremy. Love the name Dark Eagle. Love that picture as well. Okay, Jeremy, let's see what we've got for you, my darling. What don't you? Oh, don't remember being on. Oh, it doesn't matter to me. It has been a while since you've been on. You are loved, Jeremy. You've got the You Are Loved card. Right, you've got a lot going on at the moment, Jeremy, I want to say. Um, I want to say that you're full of ideas. Your mind is overwhelmed with ideas of what you want to do, where you want to be, where you want to go, who you want to be with. And I just feel like I'm dizzy. I feel like I'm going dizzy with it all. Um, you need to slow down a little bit. You need to slow down, and I want to say not meditate as such, but write these ideas down in a journal, and then see what prioritizes, see what inspires you the most, rather than having this idea, that idea, that idea, that idea. Write them all down and see what inspires you the most. Um, or find inspiration from your dreams. Sometimes they come into your dreams, and you can do it that way. Um, but I feel these are all ideas that are in your mind. There's nothing being taken into action. Um, They are definitely dreams. It's like dreams and wishes. You've got all these dreams and wishes, but you don't know how to fruition them into action. And I feel like you feel like time is running out with yourself as well. Um, music is important to you. I feel. I feel if you put some music on, that will inspire you to the project that you need to put into play and put into action. Whatever you feel from the heart, if you're dreaming or you're listening to the music and you're dreaming away, because you can have daydreams as well as night dreams, it doesn't necessarily have to be a night dream. I want to say if you put some music on and just let your heart get involved in the music, this will inspire you to what it is that you want to do and what it is that you want to plan. Because I feel all this ideas collecting is making you tired because you're getting overwhelmed with yourself. All right, my darling, I hope that makes sense, and thank you for working with me. Right, let's see who's next. Kristen. Oops. Before you get banned by Facebook for spamming, Kristen, let's give you a reading. Going through a difficult time, okay. I feel headaches with you, Kristen. I've got a tension headache right across the front of my forehead. I feel really, really stressed. I feel really, really out of breath, and I feel a sense of anxiety with you. Would you understand that, please? In life, trying to read what it says. In life floats. It said in life floats. It's definitely a water card because it's got a water put in there. So I do feel emotions with you, Kristen, as well. Um, but change is coming, my darling. Things are going to get better for you. Um, and there are some good things coming. So you don't have to be anxious. Stop the overthinking, stop the nervousness. Um, but these are changes that are going to make you feel a little bit wobbly and a little bit uncertain. But again, it's about stepping out of your comfort zone, okay? Um, so you have to fight through the fear and fight through the anxiety. Um, and let go of the past. I want to say you're clinging onto the past very much, and I feel Whatever's hurt you in the past is the reason why you are the way you are now. So, what I want to say to you is, yes, you can remember the lessons from the past, but don't let the past define you. Okay, my darling? Take one step forward. Take one step forward each day, one small baby step, okay? Each day, and this will help you to let go of the past and make way for the changes that are coming in. But the changes that are coming in are positive changes. Again, it's about manifestation and handing it all to the universe. It seems to be the theme of the night tonight. Um, So whatever it is you're wanting to come in, hand it to the universe. Ask the angels and spirit to help you, because I do feel you're very, I mean, obviously you're spiritually aware, otherwise you wouldn't be on a site like this. But I do feel you sense spirit as well. So I know you can talk to them and I know they can hear you. Um, and I do know you've got a couple of people up there that are watching you and watching your back, but you've got to put in the work yourself as well, my darling. They can't do all the work for you, okay? So what I want to say to you is start manifesting, start letting go of the past. Um, don't be afraid to learn a new dance. So even though you're comfortable with the way your life is going now, it's not working for you. So again, it's about letting go of the old familiar ways, changing things up. Things can't change unless you change them. So change things up, step out of your comfort zone, become more confident, do the positive affirmations, like I said to the lady earlier, and things will get better. What you put out, you get back. Okay, my darling? I hope that helps. One second, my cats are fine. Oi! Animals. You're very welcome, Christina. I hope that helps. Patricia, just need to know if you're heading in the right direction. Okay, let's see. Card for you, my darling. Right, you have my stag card, and it says you are beauty, and that's a leaping stag. So the stag is leaping from the woods, coming out of the woodworks and coming out of his shell. Because the stag normally is a very preserved animal, very private animal, and watches from the shadows. So what I want to say to you, Patricia, is that you are coming out of your shell a little bit more than you're used to, and you've got a new sense of confidence, a new sense of freedom with yourself. You are, Kristen. You're getting there. You just got to be more positive and more active in making them changes, okay? There isn't a list, Nettie. I go to who I'm drawn to. Um, there's a saying on this card, and it says, "Be in the world, but not of it, and wear the world loosely." So, what I want to say to you is, my darling, don't be attached to specific outcomes, okay? Um, don't, I almost want to say always expect the unexpected. So things might not always happen in the way that we want them to or in the way that we visualize them to be. And things might not turn out as we expect them to be, but they will still turn out and it will still be the right result. So um, you might not get what you want in the way that you want it, but you will get what you need in the way that you need it. Does that make sense? Um, Just come and go. Let it come and go. Let it flow. Let it flow like a gentle river, I want to say. Um, just take each change as it comes, and just go with it. Keep trying to do things the way you're doing them. Yeah, exactly that, Patricia. So you are on the right path, but things might not be happening in the way that you expect them to. And I think this is where you're why you're having the doubts, is because things are happening, but they're not happening in the way that you expected them to or wanted them to. But it is saying that you're on the right path. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan. They're the last words on the card, okay? So you've got the support and the love from Spirit. So it is divinely guided. So take that divine guidance, let it flow, just go with the flow, as they say, just go with the flow. All right, my darling. But yes, you are on the right path. It's just that things aren't happening the way that you expect them to. All right, my lovely. I hope that helps. Yeah, there's definitely change coming, my darling. But again, only you can make the changes. But the changes might not come in the form that you expect them to. All right, my darling, but you are on the right path. That card is saying that you are on the right path. I hope that helps. Let's see who's next. Brilliant. Okay, who's next? Let's have a look. Where's all my YouTubers gone? Have we got anybody on YouTube that wants a reading? Don't forget, if you don't comment, I can't see you. Lisa Joe, let's come. Oh, let me do Lisa Joe, Angie, and then I will do you. Lisa Joe. Let's have a look, see how we can help you today. Feel a sense of loss with you, Lisa Joe. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean a death, but there's some grieving of some sort going on. So I don't know if you've just had a relationship breakup or some sort of family distancing, but there's something going on that's made you grieve one way or another. Let me know if that makes sense, Lisa Joe. But I do feel there's a relationship breakup of some sort, not necessarily a romantic relationship. It could be a sibling relationship, it could be a parental relationship, but there's a loss of some sort that you've experienced that's made your heart ache. You made a big mistake and don't know if it can be fixed. Okay, my darling, let's see. Let's see what the cards say. You are divine serenity, and you've got a peacock. Now, peacocks see things from all angles. Okay, so let's see what it says. This is all about communication, hence the blue. The blue on the card is about communication. So I do feel that it can be fixed, but it's going to take a lot of communication to fix it. So you're going to have to talk. Okay. But you're going to have to talk with integrity, be clear, and learn how to ask for your needs to be met. So this is about not necessarily the mistake you made, but what led up to the mistake in the first place. But it can be fixed. It can be fixed. As to how to fix it, again, it's about talking, it's about communication, it's about having the integrity. I mean, you've already admitted that you've made the mistake, so that's the first step. Now you've got to, like you say, now you've got to try and fix it. But none of that can be done unless you're talking. So whatever this mistake is, and whoever this mistake has been made against, you need to talk with them and try and get them to understand. But you also need to understand what led up to the mistake in the first place, because we can all be sorry, and it could be a genuine sorry that you made the mistake. But if you don't know how the mistake happened in the first place, what's the point in apologizing for it? You've got to understand how it came to that point. All right, my darling. So it's going to take a lot of talking and a lot of healing, because there's lots of pinks in this card. So I do know there's some healing needed around the heart chakra, because I've got the greens as well. And it's going to be a bit of an emotional one as well. It's, you know, there are going to be some tears, and it is going to be heartbreaking to begin with. But if you can get this person and yourself to understand how the mistake happened in the first place, because when mistakes happen with relationships, there's not just one person to blame. There's always two people to blame for a relationship going wrong. I don't believe in this, well, it was your fault, you did this, you did that. Well, why did I do that? You know, it's like when people cheat, people always blame the other woman. Well, you can't blame the other woman, because at the end of the day, it's down to the gentleman to say, I'm not happy in this relationship. What can we do to fix it? Or I'm not happy in this relationship. I need to walk away. There's no reason for things to happen. Well, you was making me feel this way, so this is why I did what I did. It doesn't excuse the behavior, but it helps to understand how and why things happened. And then if it is down to your behavior that made the mistake, then you can change that behavior. All right, my love, I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. And that's it for this evening, guys. Thank you ever so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you're all staying safe in this heat. Trade his trust. Well, that's something that you're going to have to earn back, my darling. Cheating's the same thing. It's all about trust. But that's something you're going to have to talk about, my sweet, okay? You're going to have conversations, and you're going to have to understand why it happened the way it happened, why you did what you did. Because if you can both have that understanding, then you can work on things and move forward. All right, my sweetheart, I hope that helps. I really do hope that you can sort it out. But that card is saying that it can be fixed. You just need to have that communication. All right, my darling. That's it for me for this evening, my lovelies. I will see you again at some point next week. Or the week after. I'm not sure when I'm on next. We have Larkin on at 9 o'clock for her lessons. For her learning and lessons. So please join FindMeAMedium for that. Thank you to everybody for joining me this evening. I've enjoyed reading for you all. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. All right. Good night. God bless. Stay safe and take care of each other.